four-letter words that we use because we live in the world of the positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant. The four-letter words that we use are love, life, hope, play, pray, free, gift, swim. And the four-letter FU word is fun. Fun. That's right. F-U, capital N, capital N. So after the show, when you see your family and friends, I want you to point your finger, have a twinkle in your eye and a smile on your face, and listen and say, tell everybody, F-U, everybody. Remember to add right away, capital N, capital N. Now you got their attention.
Welcome to Season 4 of the Manage Self, Lead Others podcast with Nina Sunday, CSP, for experienced and aspiring people managers. This show helps you explore ways to become a more intentional leader. Each episode, host Nina Sunday speaks with some of the brightest business minds on the planet who share a passion to elevate and transform team culture. Workplace culture hides in plain sight. Is yours flourishing? Join the movement to make your workplace a better place to work. Are you ready? Because it's time to manage self, lead others.
Known as the ambassador of joy, Barry Shaw is founder of EinsteinCares.com, whose mission is to give $1 billion to charity without costing any giver a penny. Barry's podcast, The Joy of Living, is in the top 2% of all podcasts with millions of downloads and is heard by hundreds of thousands worldwide weekly. Welcome, philanthropist, entrepreneur, speaker, author, podcaster, Barry Shaw.
And I'm so humbled and honored to have you invited me today and being with you, fabulous Nina.
Honestly, I've been listening to your podcast just before I came on, and I was already in a good mood, expectant of a lovely conversation. But honestly, it just is uplifting. I mean, the opening to your podcast just spreads joy, and it just gets my endorphins going. So it's wonderful. So
thank you.
Everybody needs to go to the Joy of Living podcast. And there's how many? 422,819 people listening to your podcast these days?
On a regular weekly basis.
I should be
growing. And we urge everybody to share it with 5 people. You know, we don't say 50 or 100. You want to share it, that's up to you. But 5 people, we like to make sure we touch millions of people every week.
And if you've never shared a Manage Self, Lead Others podcast episode, this is the one to share.
Thank you. And by the way, let's share with people right away something wonderful. The acronym for SHARE is spreading happiness and rejuvenating energy. Wow.
Yeah. And you have got 3 books, and one of them is a book of acronyms, so they can get it on barryshaw.com. And they can
get it, and you can get it for free as an ebook. Free. Yes. We love 4-letter words.
So we're giving the freebie right at the top, not at the end. Now, what are the 3 fundamentals of life according to Barry Shaw?
Well, first of all, thank you for asking. The 3 fundamentals of life are, number 1, life has purpose. That's right. Your life has purpose. And when you lead a purpose-driven life, number 2 happens. In this case, a good number 2. You go MAD. Now, MAD is a wonderful acronym. It stands for make a difference. You lead a purpose-driven life, you make a difference in the world. And the 3rd fundamental is to uncover the power and the secrets of everyday words and terms. Like we just said, share. SHARE is a great acronym. Another one of the most important acronyms and words you could ever internalize, utilize, and leverage in your life is the word SMILE, because SMILE stands for seeing miracles in life every day. The ability to see miracles in life every day gives you the power to go out and be a conduit of goodness, what I call a cog, Nina. People think of a cog, something small in a big machine. Well, a cog is a channel of goodness. And when you have that mindset, then the machine doesn't work without you. So we need your channeling of your goodness in the world to make the world a better place. You are the reason I'm here. You are the reason Nina's here. It's all about you being the best you possible. What a wonderful way to live.
And I feel as if this podcast, which is now in its 5th year, I feel as if I'm living my true destiny. What was I doing before? Everything was leading up to this. and meeting you, Barry Shaw.
Well,
Now,
thank you, wonderful Nina. We have, by the way, I have just before the show, I said to myself, well, I need an acronym for Nina.
oh,
So may I share an acronym with you for Nina?
please, you're the master.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Enabling insight nurtures abundance. That's what Nina is all about. She's about abundance. And
Ah,
that's the
yes.
genius of listening to what she has to offer. You see, there's lots of information on the internet. I mean, I call it IO, information overload, right? And
Oh,
there's a
yeah.
lot of inspiration. Wow, I just heard Barry Shore. It's so inspiring, that story about him being paralyzed. Now he's not. That's great. But you know what happens with inspiration? It goes away after a while. Really, what people want and what's available and what we're talking about today is the T word, transformation.
Oh, yes.
Transformation. That's what you want to do. You want to shift your perspective ever so slightly.
Metamorphosis,
Right.
evolving, evolution.
Oh, we love
Wonderful.
you. Yes.
Now, you just said the P word. Tell us the story of your 144 days in hospital.
So let me tell you a quick story that you just
Yes.
mentioned.
Yes.
Imagine, if you can, Barry Shore, I'm standing up in the morning, completely healthy and hearty, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. And that evening, I am in the hospital, totally, completely paralyzed, my neck down. It's called being a quadriplegic. Nothing in the body moved. And it was not from an automobile accident. There wasn't a spinal injury. It was a rare disease which took over my body, which I never heard of the day before, and rendered me completely and totally paralyzed. Could only communicate by blinking my eyes. As you said, I was 144 days in the hospital. I was in a hospital bed in my own home for 2 years. I couldn't move. 4 years in a wheelchair. I had braces on both my legs, my hips, my ankles. That was progress. Thank God today I'm able to be vertical and ambulatory with the help of a 7-foot walking wand. So I went through being completely paralyzed to be able to communicate to people. Everybody can live in joy daily, no matter your circumstance. I'm proof of it.
Well, you actually started your Joy of Living movement while you were quadriplegic. Is that right?
Absolutely.
That's miraculous.
Why not? I mean, why not? If I can't move, I'm confined to the bed. I had thoughts. I said, I knew I have a relationship with the Creator. And the Creator basically said, Barry Shore, I love you. I need you to rest for a little bit. You're a bit of a handful. So I'm going to put you down for a little while. Just be there. And so I needed to internalize that was a positive part of life. Because I work with what we call the 4 Ps: positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant. And when you recognize that that's the essence of life, well, now you can find the gift in everything. Now,
Yes,
gift is a
the
wonderful
silver lining, everything. I mean, a lot of people found the silver lining in COVID when their livelihood was taken away temporarily. So yes, that's marvelous that you're able to take that view of life, Barry.
Well, that's if you don't, you know what can happen? You end up being what we call SAD. Now, SAD is an acronym. It stands for stress, anxiety, distraction. Beep, 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 beep. You always looking for something else. If you're involved with stress, anxiety, and distraction, it's very hard to channel that energy and to become positive, purposeful, powerful, pleasant, and nurture abundance.
Yes.
Very difficult to create an attraction in your life. See, the genius of Nina and her podcast about managing self and leading others is that you end up attracting to yourself that which you want. You don't have to chase. You attract.
Exactly. Well, I learned to expect a miracle. So that's been a little phrase that's been on my fridge for some years. And if I'm feeling a little bit lacking in or doubting that, I just remind myself, expect a windfall, expect a double rainbow.
Right, exactly. Expect a double rainbow. Think of what you just, that's one of the reasons we love listening to Nina, because she becomes that channel of goodness, a child of God. And I'll just tell you a quick little story. My 8-year-old niece came over to me a few weeks ago, and she says, Uncle Barry, can we spell smile Smiel? And I thought about it. Smile sounds the same. Why not? I asked her how come. She says, because then it would stand for seeing miracles in everyday life. Out of an 8-year-old, Nina.
Well, then you
So what
pronounce it
we do-
smile.
Right.
Some people say smile, then you say
It's just a
smile.
smile.
You have
How
to choose to
choose.
accept the window of opportunity that presents itself, because often people don't choose to accept it. They just see it go by. It's like, what is it in the carousels? They used to have the brass ring. So there's this
Right.
phrase, you've got to grab the brass ring, but your carousel keeps moving.
So when you choose, how you choose to respond in any given situation will determine your path and the trajectory. And that's the beauty of life. There you have it.
You can choose to shout or you can choose to laugh when things happen. So why
We
not choose to laugh?
love laughing. Laughing is so wonderful because laughter, by the way, is one of the 3 practical things I'm often asked. Okay, Barry, sure, it's easy for you to say you're rich and famous and handsome. It's easy for you to be this way. How about you don't know my story? Well, that's why I tell people being paralyzed. And, okay, so I can match anybody, but that's not the point. The real point is, what do you do with what you have? So here's where it gets really fun. People ask me, can you tell me some practical things I can do right now that can maybe help me shift or better? So I'm going to give you 2, 3 right now. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful, Nina.
Yep.
The first one is BLAB.
Oh, I like
BLAB.
that. Well, blab and tell us all about it.
That's what people think podcasters are, right? No. BLAB stands for breathe like a baby.
And sleep like a baby.
Breathe like a baby, because babies, unlike adults tend to breathe very shallow into the lungs and just, that's it. Hey, I'm breathing all day long. What do you want from me? The ability to breathe in deep into your diaphragm.
Yes.
And then let it out again consciously and conscientiously. Now, here's the only issue. Most people, 99.2% of all people on the planet, can't spell diaphragm, and they don't know where it is, even though it's your own body. So when you look it up and you find out, it's like, I call it tummy breathing. You want to breathe in through your nose, deep into your tummy, and then gently let it out through your mouth. Do that 4 times in a row, just slowly. Takes about 94 seconds. When you do that, you can literally shift in any moment and learn how to laugh and think about how you want to respond. 94 seconds.
I already feel more calm by bringing it down to my diaphragm. Now, of course, I've learned diaphragmatic breathing because I'm a public speaker and I've done acting classes. But the thing is, even though I know it, sometimes I don't do it. The knowing doing gap.
So you want to learn to blab. Okay, that's one practical thing. Let's do another one. Now, again, these practical tips will make you happier, healthier, and wealthier. I guarantee it. Or your money back. Okay.
Right.
Tip number 2, practical. I want you to use the 2 most powerful words in the English language 3 times a day from now and the rest of your life. And these 2 words are thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank stands for to harmonize and nurture kindness.
Kindness.
Everyone.
We all need to be more kind.
Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Therefore, be kind always. Kind stands for keep inspiring noble deeds.
Beautiful.
What's a noble deed? You see the opportunity to open the door for somebody? You see the opportunity to help somebody? When you are orienting yourself to being of service, and when someone does something for you and you consciously say thank you, you are now channeling energy that will shift the energy of the planet. And now that gets me to the 3rd.
Oh, yes. Well, I was just going to say, I love it. It's often me, but I love it when I hear people get off the bus and say thank you to the driver. I love that.
Oh, Nina, it's exactly the whole point. Especially the people who deserve to be thanked, who oftentimes don't. To recognize another human being and to do it with, again, consciously and conscientiously. Do this 3 times a day from now and the rest of your life.
Yes.
You'll be happier, healthier, and wealthier.
Lovely. The next tip.
You ready?
Yes.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh out loud.
I can't wait.
Learn to love dog poop.
Oh, that's a hard one. You mean when your shoe slides in
Okay,
it?
learn to love dog. Because why? What is dog poop? Dog poop is a great acronym. It stands
okay,
for
it's an acronym. Shoo.
doing of good, power of one person.
Right. Oh, thank goodness it's an acronym.
Right. So now when you're walking down the street and the ubiquitous dog poop is there, right? And you see somebody picking it up, or you're walking by with a friend and you stop and you say, I love dog poop. And they say, what are you, crazy? He said, well, I was listening to Nina Sunday and she has on this guy, Barry Shore, and he wants to teach the world to F you, capital N, and to love dog poop. And they say, what's that all about? I said, well, dog poop is an acronym that stands for doing of good, power of one person. When you recognize that you, YOU, have the same power in this world that Nelson Mandela had, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Elon Musk, it doesn't matter what's in the bank account. It's who you are. You are created by the Creator. Therefore, you have power that it cannot be stopped when you channel it by using thank you, being conscious and conscientious, breathing like a baby. Now you can learn to love dog poop and reach out to one person on your right, one person on your left. That's two people. Those two go to 4 to 8 to 16, 32, 64, 7, 156, 77. The energy cannot be stopped. It's impossible. You can create a tsunami of goodness in the world.
Now, if you want to hear more of Barry speaking, Barry Shore, go to the Joy of Living podcast. I've tapped into about half a dozen episodes before this, and I'll keep listening. It's great. Well, we're still going. You've got more.
Okay, and I want to urge everybody, again, you can do all this on the Joy of Living podcast. Go to barryshore.com so you can avail yourself. I have 4 books up there that we published in the past year and a half. You can get any one of them for absolutely no cost. You can have
Very generous of you.
The Joy of Living. You deserve it. You can get the acronym book. You can get the book called Oh Shift with the F, just a little bit of a line. You can get the book called Reframing, The Art of Living, and all no cost. And the definition of a winner, Nina, the definition of a winner is someone who takes action. So if you're thinking about doing it, that's great. You're thinking action. Do it now. Even when you're listening, put me on pause. Go to barryshore.com, get yourself a book, sign up for the newsletter. It's just because
sign up for the newsletter. I love the fact that the subject line is dinner with Barry. I go, that's great. Well, I could look at it at the end of the day and have dinner with Barry.
So it's a wonderful, again, when we approach living life to the full, and we can even learn to love dog poop, and we can say thank you. Yes, it's about energy, it's about contributing, it's about giving. And when you recognize that we're all here for service, what can I do to help? What can I do to help?
How can I help you? What can I do to help? We're all here to help each other, really.
And when we do that, guess what happens? Good things.
Reciprocity is the word, but not from the people that you help. It comes back in other ways. And that's why abundance is a great word, because you can be abundant in kind. You don't have to be abundant in dollars necessarily. You need some dollars, but abundance comes in good luck and opportunities and things, lovely things coming your way. So I have affirmations around abundance that I like to say. So it keeps me mindful
of you. I mean, when I was thinking about you, looking at you, the word that pops up is abundance. I call it a dance. The abund dance.
Yes, I've used that before. Abundance.
Right.
I've seen the little cartoon ones with abund dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And of course, I've got Italian in my background, so I sometimes call it abbondanza.
Oh.
So, tell us more about the 4-letter words you use. I
Okay,
know
so we
there's
live.
fun with FUNN.
Yeah, so I love 4-letter words. I
Yeah.
even use the 4-letter FU words, I told you. I do it because of the shock value and it's fun. Now, of course, the 4-letter words that we use, because we live in the world of the positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant, the 4-letter words that we use are love, life, hope, play, pray, free, gift, swim. And the 4-letter FU word is fun. Fun. That's right. FU, capital N, capital N. So after the show, when you see your family and friends, I want you to point your finger, have a twinkle in your eye and a smile on your face. Remember that and say, tell everybody, FU, everybody. Remember to add right away, capital N, capital N. Now you got their attention. Say, what's that all about? I said, well, I listened to Nina and she had on this guy from America and he's talking that he wants to teach the world to FU, capital N, capital N. You got their attention. Now you can talk to them about 4-letter words like love, life. You can talk about the free gift. You can talk about joy. Joy is a wonderful acronym, Tina, that stands for Journey of You. Journey of You, because that's what this is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not about Barry. It's not about Nina. It's about you. You becoming the best you possible. When you're the best you make the world a better place. You build more bridges of harmony, create more joy, happiness, peace, and love. Love stands for living on vibrant energy. If you haven't go LinkedIn, go to barryshore.com, BARRYSHORE, barryshore.com. You can find the podcast there. You can find the free gift for the books, sign up for the newsletter. You can look and say, it says share a smile, and you can send out smile cards around the world at no cost electronically. We have, it's there.
Yes. Oh, I'll go and grab some of those or send some of those. And remember, everybody, to share this episode 5 times.
And a blessing from Barry and Nina. Go forth. Live exuberantly. Spread the seeds of joy, happiness, peace, and love. Go mad. Go make a difference.
Go make a difference. I will, Barry. It's been wonderful speaking with you. Thank you so much. What a joy. All the best. Well, wasn't that a beautiful journey into joy, abundance, fun? Actually helps people de-stress at work. So share this episode with 5 people, as Barry suggested, and go to Barry Shore, SHORE, barryshore.com. The details will be in the show notes. And also, grab one of his free books. My name is Nina Sunday. This is the Manage Self Lead Others podcast. And until next time, bye for now.
Nina Sunday CSP is on a mission to help leaders transform culture. Nina Sunday travels from Brisbane, Australia, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, or internationally, head to ninasunday.com for details.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.